in one location, but I think there's a separation. Hello and welcome to the Song Lounge. I am Chris Hardy, your host. I tell you the stories behind the songs that come out of my head right here. Yeah. You may say, "Why, Chris, that's a funny looking backyard you've got." But it is not my backyard. I am in the town square in Edgefield, South Carolina, where I live. That sounds like a cat. So anyway, I live in Edgefield, South Carolina. This is the town square. You can see the courthouse back there and the statue of Strom, Thurmond that is, and another cat. This place is just filled with cats. Oh, speaking of cats, they filmed a movie here once, a remake of Disney's That Darn Cat. Let's get back to the business here. Today's song that I'm featuring is called Surrounded by Trees, and it's loosely related to Edgefield, South Carolina, because I've always wanted to live here. Ever since the 80s, when I was in the Army band, I played at their Christmas tree lighting ceremony right here. I was right over there in the street, just playing jingle bells. Yeah, it was fascinating. Asked me one time about how I liked Christmas seasons in the Army. Yeah, long story. Not going to go into it. Getting back to the song. My wife and I lived in the city for 5.5 years, and it was a rather, shall we say, sketchy part of town, right? So, of course, we wanted to get out, and we got there at 2012. And by 2014, we had started formulating a plan of escape. And that included going to look at houses and things, and contacting real estate agents, trying to find a place that we wanted to be. You know, I'd look at a map and I'd go, okay, well, that's okay, and that's okay. So traditional real estate let us down in many ways, mostly because there were just too many surprises. Some of the houses they were showing us were just terrible. And I remember telling the real estate agents that here's what we want. I want to be able to walk out in my front yard, turn 360 degrees, and see nothing but trees, right? Living in the city gave us very little privacy. Neighbors always watching, people always watching, just transients walking up and down the street, everybody watching. And I just wanted a place where people couldn't see me. I mean, not that I'm doing anything wrong or creepy or anything. I just want to live my life without being judged by the judgers. You know what I mean? Yeah. Now, I'm going to try and play this right now while I have an opportunity, and hopefully my background vocalist will not be too excited. Let me wait for Metallica to go by. So here he is, Surrounded by Trees. Points at the moon. I jumped to a conclusion too soon. 'Cause there's beauty to be seen there, but as usual I'm not aware. My body's in one location, but I think there's a separation. 'Cause my mind is run off in space in a completely different place. society sees. And if we turn 360 degrees, we're free to do as we please. As the veil between the worlds gets thin, we get ourselves ready to step in. At the moment that the door appears, we'll be off to new frontiers. In a spot surrounded by trees, we're ignoring what society sees. And if we turn 360 degrees, we're free to do as we please. In a spot surrounded by trees, we're ignoring what society sees. And if we turn 360 degrees, we're free to do as we please. Like that. And there is surrounded by trees. Currently I'm not surrounded by trees, I'm surrounded by monuments and stuff. In fact, let me go handheld here and show you just what I see. There's the van, and going in a circle here. There's the library over there, the Welcome Center. Oh, giant monument in the middle of the town square. Yeah, there's Strom Thurmond facing the courthouse. The Screaming Kitten is back there somewhere. The pool hall is over there. There's a couple of stores, a couple of places. Giant, dedicated, and grateful tribute to the men and women of Edgefield County who served in the armed forces of our country in preserving our freedom and way of life during the Vietnam War. Yes, all this stuff is here in Edgefield. You know, another reason why I always wanted to live here is because as soon as I saw the town square, I thought, this reminds me of the town where I grew up, Melrose, Massachusetts. Melrose is not nearly as quaint as Edgefield. It's a little bigger and it's a little busier. But it's surprisingly busy early on a Sunday morning. I had to come down here and do this where there's no people. There's nothing but cats. I'm watching cats jump in and out of windows over there. Well, do I have anything else to add? I have nothing else to add. I do have something else to add. Hey, if you'd like to hear the full version of that song as put on my album Hey Goliath, click the links below. There are handy links. I'm also going to put a couple of links about exploring Edgefield, South Carolina, if you're curious. And other than that, I would love it if, you would maybe, I don't know, sort of maybe like, whatever, like subscribe or not. But I'd like it if you'd subscribe. Because it's fun. Every Monday morning, you get another episode. And sometimes you get the unexpected things like the location of the shoot, right? Okay, anyway, I'm having a good time here. Too good of a time. I hope your good time continues. I will see you next time on the Song Lounge. Chris Hardy, out.